Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. We have Andrew. They've been given the yeet. We have Frenchie here on Dark Depths, Brian Kinsman on Stoneblade. This is probably the most realistic deck I've ever seen Andrew play in the 15 years that I've known him. We are looking for Mr. Brian Kinsman deck list right now, but he usually plays it pretty close to the vest. So, Frenchie suiting up a Dark Depths list with a lot of spice of his own in typical fashion, all snow covered. So he is running the two Into the Norths in addition to the crop rotations and the Sylvan Scryings to give himself that additional ramp. And he is playing what looks like a fairly turbo list with 4 Lotus Petals, 4 Elvish Spirit Guides. Also main is going to be 1 Abrupt Decay, 2 Assassin's Trophies to go along with a 4 Thoughtseize, 3 Duress. From Kinsman, what do we have?
Pretty basic. 6 islands, 3 plains, a bunch of fetches, 2 Tundra, 1 Caracas, 2 Back to Basics, 3 Jason Mind Sculptor, 1 Teferi Hero of Dominaria, 4 Stoneforge.
Oh, we missed some stuff looking down. We have a Thespian stage and a Dark Depths already for Andrew. I imagine at this point the only relevant card in Brian Kinsman's deck is going to be Swords to Plowshares and how many he can draw. Wild Andrew's going to try to make 2020s as fast and as rapidly as he can. Here is the Stoneforge Mystic, which, while kind of a dead card, it does give Kinsman the ability to gain life, which means...
Merit Leech is not a one-shot.
Merit Leech is not a one-shot, which is extremely relevant when you're just digging for Swords to Plowshares as fast as you can. I mean, it takes us from a one-shot to a two-shot, but that's still a big deal.
That whole turn can matter.
Especially, he is running Jace. Another problem, he is running Back to Basics. So, as Kinsman's flipping his hand around, we can see the Battle Skull. I can see a counter spell. Okay, so he's cracking. He's cracking the Expedition map. I imagine he's going to get an Urborg. He can tap for 2 black. He could play the Hex Mage that's in his hand. There it is. So he should just go for it as fast as he possibly can, just to get around the Swords to Plowshares, which I haven't seen yet in Kinsman's hand. I saw Counterspell, did not see a Force of Will.
I'm a big fan of just going for it in this deck.
Did not go for it.
Didn't have it?
He has it.
Maybe he's playing any discard spells?
He is playing 7 discard spells, so
okay.
He could be waiting to see for the closest
clear.
Way. But the longer he waits, the more bad things Kinsman's going to have.
Right.
I mean, because
he's got the opportunity to find more answers.
Andrew does not have basic lands in play right now, so a Back to Basics would essentially be big problems. The Swords to Plowshares exist. He was tapped out, so Counterspell is now live. Counterspell into Batterskull with still holding Batterskull up is super live. So I think when playing the Dark Depths style deck, especially the Turbo version, game 1 against... See, here's going to be this, which you should have played last turn. Walk straight into a Counterspell. Which, right there. Nice arena counterspells.
Okay. That's an acceptable art for those about to question me. You just pass the turn here?
I mean, he has to pass the turn here. I don't think he has any other castable cards in his hand. There's the pass. Kinsman's still looking for the Swords to Plowshares, I believe. And I think I saw it. I think it was in there. I think the most appropriate play is still going to be Drago for Brian
Yeah, just hold up.
I see a Spell Pierce, the Batter Skull, a Snapcaster Mage, another counter spell. So even just sitting here, he's got counter spell and
An active
Batter
Stoneforge.
Skull, essentially. So there's the
Snow-covered forest.
It is snow covered. It did say he's running snow covered lands for the Into the Norths, which I also believe is in his hand. There's the Batter Skull. Which all that really is going to do, it's going to provide a clock on Andrew.
There's a Charizard in play.
And make it go from a 1-turn clock to a 2-turn clock. Extremely relevant. So even in this situation, Andrew has the ability to make the token. And he's going for it.
Just do it.
And there it is. There's the block. The gain 4. Andrew should lose 1.
Oh, Jace bounce. Oh.
There's the hard cast Jace bounce.
That was brutal.
He has the crop rotation. I mean, in all honesty,
He's not playing the protection land, Sajiri Step? He
He
is.
is playing Sajiri Step. So he could have had the crop rotation into the Sajiri Step. Instead, he's going to crop rotate into another Thespian stage.
Maybe that doesn't do anything because Kinsman's at 22 and you can't kill him.
I mean,
And he has an active Jace.
Putting him at 2 is still a really big deal, though.
Right.
I mean, because in that instance, you kill the Batterskull token, you attack him to 2, or you kill the Jace.
Right.
Interesting plays here.
It was all bait.
So he has it again. I mean, now he's still in the same position.
Brainstorm from Jace. That was 3 Swords to Plowshares?
Was it?
There was three white cards of an old man holding something.
We might have found the Swords to Plowshares.
Might have done it. A Tundra.
Yeah, there it is.
I thought we said no Tundras on camera today.
You picked this matchup.
No, I didn't.
I picked this matchup.
You picked this matchup.
Well, it was this or Kaufman again.
Oh. No repeats. Oh.
Kinsman disrespectfully slams down
Savagely.
the Swords to Plowshare.
For the
Andrew
Rubbins.
is now at effectively a lot of life.
It's gonna be a long night.
That might have been it. I think, like we were saying before,
He assembled it twice. Got answered twice.
He needs to go as fast as possible. He could
Right.
have made it a turn faster. Now that
Right.
he's in Jace Snapcaster territory, there's not really much he could do. Plus needing 2 attacks,
And we have a GT.
which is even more life gain.
And also GT can kill the Safekeeper and Hex Mages.
Which he is playing, so that's going to take away the good old-fashioned green-black aggro angle.
Snap target nothing. Ambush Viper.
Andrew did take 1 damage from the Stoneblade Mystic attack, which is probably an irrelevant damage.
Okay, Batter Skull. You want to go remind him?
Yeah, just take 1. There we go. Fixed. We can fix that one. Thanks, chat. You guys are always the best. Sitting there, watching things.
I'm back.
Okay, so what does Andrew need to do to get back in this game?
Let me look at his deck list.
And does it involve Brian Kinsman
Falling asleep?
breaking his leg.
He could win this through a broken leg.
I mean, he's going for another one. He's going to make another.
Three of a kind? My man is relentless.
His deck has no shortage of 20. Is giving him no shortage of merit lodges. With a Jace, an active Jace on board, and
this giant Snapcaster.
Oh, you know what I just realized?
What?
The Vampire Hexmage that's been sitting in Andrew's hand easily handles that Jace.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, Kinsman's officially at more damage, more life. That's a really fast clock. A Stoneforge Mystic with a Battle Skull and a GT on it
is pretty gruesome.
Pretty gruesome. Okay, let's start talking about
sideboarding.
Sideboarding. As this game gets wrapped up.
So from Kinsman, I see Surgical, but
he doesn't play Wasteland.
Yeah, right. Like that's the combo to beat the deck.
Blessed Alliance.
Blessed Alliance is great. It's for this matchup, as well as Burn.
And True Name Nemesis.
True Name Nemesis.
So that is it. Those are real cards.
Vendilion Click.
Engineered Explosives hard maybe? Kills the Safekeepers?
I don't know.
Probably not.
Slayer. I'm just looking at things with flying. Just blocking. Also, like, Click can take part of the combo.
And blocks the 20/20 if it happens.
Right. What do I take out? Probably like some amount of Stoneforge.
Yeah, going above 20 isn't as important as not dying in the first place.
Right.
From Frenchie, we've got some spice over here. We have a Sylvan Library that should definitely come in. We do have a Croson Grip, which can come in just for random cards. Two Chokes.
One of my favorite Magic cards of all time, 2 Chokes.
And then 2, yes, that is an alternate art Sylvan Scrying. Or it's just a newer printing Sylvan Scrying, but yeah. He has 2 Seed Time in the board.
That's the take extra turns? Take an extra turn?
That is a 1 and a green. I believe you can only play it on your turn, but if the opponent has played a blue spell that turn, you get to Time Walk.
Wow. I would bring that in.
Seems good. It stops it doesn't stop, but it time walks on counter spells. It time walks on
Brainstorm,
Ender's turn. Brainstorms, Flusterstorms. A lot of things in these blue decks, especially when I imagine Brian Kinsman's never read the card. Nothing on Brian Kinsman.
All right,
Nothing on Brian
Kinsman. Back to basics. Hopefully that's the nail in the coffin.
There's the back to basics. I feel like that's going to be the trifecta here. Jace, back to basics, Source to Plowshares. The Snapcaster Mage wearing a Battle Skull and a Jit, kind of irrelevant at this point.
Yeah, a little overkill. As some people like to say, win more.
Win now.
Win now. I think it would have won by now.
There's the Scooperino. These guys obviously not taking their time in this instance.
For sure.
So as we go, they're going to reset life totals back to 20. Brian actually has a lot of button pushing. That's slower if you just hold it, buddy. There we go.
Oh, I went too far.
So Kinsman probably still favored.
For sure. Swords to Plowshares is very good.
Just Swords to Plowshares and Caracas versus Merit
Ooh, I forgot about Caracas.
There is a Caracas.
Back to basics. I think Kinsman's favored. But I'm thinking if Andrew went for it that turn when
he should have went for it?
Yeah, he should have went for it. Because you saw what happened. He's just like all these little increments added up.
I mean, not saying he wouldn't have drawn the Swords. He wouldn't have drawn the Swords to Plowshares, but you kind of just have to go for it in those.
Right. Either they have it or they don't.
And I feel like with these two, they know what the other person's playing. You
Right.
know, maybe he just respected the Swords to Plowshares a little too much.
Possibly. What's that card?
There's the Crossing Grip in his hand.
Okay.
He's looking at it. He puts it back. Maybe he brings it back.
I bring
like
it.
this. I like this face up. Don't take those out. Those are Sylvan Safekeepers. What would you take out? Have you played Dark Depths? Do you have a lot of experience with Dark Depths?
I've made Merit Lieges, but not like this. Usually there's a Night of Reliquary involved.
Yeah, no, I mean, the deck runs a lot of good. Cards.
Hiving Needle seems weaker.
And definitely runs the Abrupt Decays and the Assassin's Trophies that can come out.
Right.
The Search can come out. A lot of times you can bring out the Into the Norths or a couple Sylvan Scryings just to make room. You know,
Right.
you're not going for it as fast as you can at this point. I mean, if your hand gives it to you and that's all you have, that's fine. But if you can get a Merit Lage with a Sylvan Safekeeper down, they can no longer Swords to Plowshare it.
Correct.
Which, you know, would have changed the game a lot.
For sure.
If that's what Andrew was waiting for. I mean, he never drew it, but the Bajuka Bog can stay. A Ghost Quarter can come out. If that's...
Well, Kinsman has Caracas.
Kinsman does the Crocus. But he also runs the Pithing Needles.
I would cut those. I don't think they're that great in this
Yeah.
matchup. Like,
Too many targets,
right.
but not enough targets. Like, he's not running Wasteland, and that's what
Right,
it's
like that's
actually
what the
for.
card's
So
primarily
you
are for.
keep the Ghost Quarter, take out some Pithing Needles, take out some Search.
Yeah, I like the choke. Bring in the choke and Crossing Grip.
You know what I played? You take out the ramp a lot, too.
Yeah, like the Into the North and the Searches.
No, like the Lotus Petals and the...
Oh, you don't just go for it? Go for it?
If you're bringing in all this protection, you're bringing in the chokes, you're bringing in, you know, he wants to resolve his seed time, or if he's going for it, you want
So
to
we go from Turbo Depths to Slow Depths?
basically the slow depths with less, because he's also playing Rite of Consumption, which he could bring in.
Right.
So that allows you to main phase make your Merit Lage and immediately Rite
Kill
of
them.
Consumption it away, where they can't actually Swords to Plowshare it or
Because it's
Caracas
sacrifice?
Because it's sacrifice
Okay.
and you never actually pass priority.
Cool. I always thought that was just against bridge decks.
Strangely enough, it's good against Bridge, but so is Abrupt Decay and Assassin's Trophy, and Bridge is kind of slow. Where you see the Rite of Consumption is actually against Death and Taxes, where they just have so many ways to stop your token that just throwing it at them is your best chance.
Do you gain life from that?
I believe so, right?
I don't know what the card does,
gain
but
20.
I know what the card does.
Gain 20, drain 20?
Yeah.
Let's find out. I know it's a black flame.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gain life equal to damage dealt that way.
Outstanding.
Outstanding. Well, that's another thing where against Death and Taxes, they don't have fetch lands.
Right.
So making sure they don't go to 21 is a big deal.
We were talking till you got here. Now they can hear everything you're saying. So we got Kinsman up a game.
Looking at the starting sevens. Going for the old mulligan. So most importantly, do we see a Swords to Plowshare in Brian Kinsman's hand?
I didn't see one. But from the way his reaction, he's got
We
it.
got a thumbs up. We've got some table shaking. If you'd ask me, he's got 4 Swords to Plowshares in there.
He's definitely acting like a Celtics fan. I don't know what that means, but that was supposed to be a shot at him.
Chad says he has a Caracas. I see a Caracas. I see a Back to Basics.
Thanks, chat.
Chad's always got her back.
So the winner of this can essentially double draw in?
Yes.
Okay. Bayou. Did he keep on top?
Bayou.
Whoa. Storm count 2.
Expedition Map.
Storm count 3. Pass.
And this is why I would take out the Lotus Petals.
Because
You
What
know,
did,
he should
what did
be-
they
he-
do here?
He should bring in grindy ways to not lose to a Caracas or a Swords to Plowshares.
Right.
Kind of switch into a green-black control deck. But he also isn't playing any Planeswalkers in his sideboard. You usually see a couple of Lilianas.
Right. I'm a big fan of the Living Wish version, especially with all the surgicals in everybody's sideboard.
I mean, I'm the biggest fan of the turbo version with Dark Confidants.
Right. I like that too.
You know, as opposed to the super popular Mox Diamond versions that are going on. We have an Into the North, and we have a Spell Snare. Spell Snare.
The best card on the draw.
So Andrew, a lot of mana, not really anything to do with it. One card in his hand, it is a Dark Depths.
Okay.
And we know about the Caracas.
Does he just play it? No, he doesn't play it. Pass. What are we doing here? Duress.
Duress.
Dragons of Tarkir, Duress.
So he's going to see...
A Back to Basics. A Force of Will. Council Judgment. A bunch of foil cards.
a bunch of cards that he can't... And one card he can't take. That
A
he really
Surgical.
Wants to,
Yeah.
'cause he really wants that Caracas.
A Spell Pierce.
What do you take here?
Me? So, his hand is confirmed to be Dark Depths.
His hand is confirmed to be Dark Depths.
I'd probably take the Back to Basics.
Takes the Surgical. There is the Dark Depths. Interesting. So he's Hellbent. He has an Expedition map.
2 Lotus Petals.
So he does not have... So he does. He can make a token next turn, but has the Caracas. He knows he has the Caracas in his hand.
Right.
The worst part of this is he can't just go land Caracas back to basics, because the non-bow between
Right. Or is
back
he?
to basics
No.
and Caracas. Okay. I thought he hadn't played it. I thought he was about to do it. Okay, so here he goes and gets the
Stage.
stage. So you get the stage. This is interesting.
All bad.
This is all bad.
Yeah.
He has the Pithing Needle for the Caracas.
Oh boy. Force, pitch, pierce.
Yeah, there's the Force.
What did he pitch?
Force, pitch, mystery card. There's the Caracas that he can only use once.
Ghost Quarter. Let's see a Ghost Quarter. Another stage.
That's the mana to make the 2020. So now we have some draw goes as both players are essentially choked on mana. Whereas Kinsman's essentially choked on mana.
2. Oh. Assassin's Trophy.
Trophies.
Let's go. Let's go, Frenchie.
We do see another Force Will in Kinsman's hand. But he gets to go to basic.
Island.
Yeah, we're fairly certain Spell Pierce was the pitch. We just didn't see it.
Maybe the top 16 through 19 points. Probably not. Also, that's not.
So he's got another forest.
So we have 2020 on the board, essentially.
What's the card in hand?
Looks like a decay.
It's a good card. Okay. Copy.
Does he main phase it?
Things could get interesting. Oh, Frenchie, he pulled that one out.
Go.
Let's go. Let's go.
Go into game 3.
Later. I honestly didn't think he had that one. But hey, said I wanted to see a clawback match.
There it was.
There it was.
There it was. I guess keeping the...
He beat Back to Basics and Caracas.
He beat Back to Basics. So he beat Back to Basics with Lotus Petals.
Lotus Petal
Strangely
was the
enough.
MVP.
Lotus Petal in a forest.
Now, I think there was a point where he could have copied his forest with the stage.
Yes.
He would have given up a petal, but then he had another green source. And the following turn, he could have made his
Second one.
second stage the third forest.
He wasn't necessary. He wasn't not tapping out. Kinsman, strangely enough, limited himself on
Yeah.
mana more than Frenchie did. We're on game 3. Brian Kinsman, Andrew Lafrenerie.
Refinery?
That's why they call him Frenchie.
That's why we call him Frenchie. Your boy.
Your boy.
And mine, Frenchie. Oh, I gotta get a picture.
Of what?
Them playing.
For what?
I don't know, Facebook?
Okay. Someone's going for pictures. Okay, so Kinsman's going to be on the draw, which, as you want to say, is probably really good for him, as he's just looking to land his huge, heavy game-ending bombs and find as many Sword Splashers as possible. Frenchie's deck still capable of making a 20-20 at any point, as they both look at 7.
Is this game 3?
This is game 3, Dark Depths versus Stoneblade.
Ooh.
Kinsman going to lead Tundra Go. More non-basic lands which don't play into the back to basics he wants to land. I see a Force of Will. Looks like Kinsman kept another hand without Sword Splashers.
There's a couple of options, though.
Counterspell the draw.
What'd I miss?
There's the Ponder. Kinsman kept another hand without Sword Splashers.
Really?
Looking.
Well, Frenchie does have 7 discard effects, so I see your point, but also like mulliging aggressively to one card that you can't really protect too well. But maybe what's he got? Forest, counterspell.
Thespian Stage is the card. Pithing Needle is the play.
I know what I name.
I'm just gonna guess Caracas is the card named.
That's what I would name.
Kinsman has Force of Will, Counterspell. Frenchie's gonna pay 2 for Vampire Hexmage. Get the beats going now. Dark Depths in hand.
Oh, Kinsman missed the land drop.
Kinsman's missed the land
Then
drop. I
you
mean,
can't
if
cast-
Frenchie
yeah.
has any
Here you
hand
go.
disruption in it, Kinsman does have the Sword of Plowshares. Frenchie has an Elvish Spirit Guide, 2 lands and a mystery black card. Here's a trophy.
Nice.
So Elver Spirit Guide land trophy.
Okay.
Needs a Thoughtseize here.
Here's the interesting thing. Oh no, never mind. Kinsman's stretching out.
Get in there for 2.
Get in there for 2. It's a free attack.
Get in there, French Arena. He's still tanking hard.
Ooh.
End of turn Snapcaster Mage. Didn't get there for 2.
Little.
Now there's a blocker. There's the Sword Splashers.
Crop rotation. Yep.
Gain 20. Oh, looks like he has another Swords to Plowshares in his hand as well.
Jeez.
He found them.
Maybe off the ponder. Pro Tour competitor Jim Dudak is confirmed to be 4-0. 1/8 of top 8.
Sorry, I was actually in the tank with Frenchie trying to figure out
Same.
what the play was. Kinsman's attacking for 2. The clock has begun.
It's counting down.
He is Landlight, though. Urborg's the draw.
It's a good one. A brainstorm. Found an island at least. I don't know about a shuffle effect.
He found what did you say? He found an island and
Yeah.
locked himself?
I don't know if he found a shuffle effect. Oh, he did. He found a Stoneforge.
Okay. There's the Stoneforge. And you have to imagine the inevitability of the blue-white Stoneblade deck is starting to kick in.
Shouldn't he have one more mana tapped?
2 for the Stoneforge. Yeah, he should have one more mana tapped.
Right, because he main stormed.
He main stormed.
Okay.
You need to tell him right now. What's going on? It was either an ender turn brainstorm.
Okay, maybe
I thought he main stormed. So Spell Pierce on the trophy.
A 2/2 for 3.
A 2/2 for 3. On the board, staring down a about to be an active Stoneforge Mystic, a now active Stoneforge Mystic, Batter Skull in hand, and a Snapcaster Mage. And this is the opposite of the last game where the acceleration helped him. Now the acceleration is just hurting him when you're not accelerating into anything.
For sure.
Here is the batter skull, I imagine.
Is there some kind of bait?
I don't think there's anything to bait.
Not sure what all that was about.
There's the dreaded life gain.
We're in Phoenix, Central Phoenix. And yes, it's based in Arizona.
We're officially up to 51 viewers.
Yeehaw.
Hee-haw. Well, we've been in this position before. This is where Kinsman just gets to attack and hold up
Everything.
everything. Counter magic, Snapcaster mages. I see Force of Will, multiple Swords to Plowshares. End of turn discards a Stoneforge Mystic.
What a guy.
What a guy.
Forest. Urborg.
There's the Hex Mage. You got a yeehaw from Bakersfield, California.
Nice. Let's go. Oh boy. We got a reader. Let's go. Let's
He
go.
just seed time him?
Yup.
He actually got the seed
He
time
goes,
off.
take my turn. Draw a card.
The seed time has landed. Unfortunately, it's probably not game winning. But it's still hit.
What do we got? Jace. I'm gonna say it's pretty much locked. Unless there's this crazy end of turn merit liege attack, Red of Consumption you.
And iPhone Fan 5. If you're out in Gilbert, it's a very friendly community. People will be more than happy to lend you a Legacy deck if you really want to come down and jam some Eternal. So Kinsman's up to 36. So what is it? Make Merit Liege, Rite of Consumption, Fork. That gets him there.
End of turn, make merit liege. Go to your turn, attack.
Rite of Consumption.
Red of Consumption.
He is tapped out.
He is tapped
He does
out.
have 0 flyers.
Ugh.
Ah. Getting him from 40 would have been epic.
Would've been
Seed time in to take 40.
Sick. Let's go.
Especially after the tap out, which should have never happened.
It's like one of the scariest decks to play. It's like Infect. It's like, I can never tap out. We have a brainstorm from Jace. Is that what I'm looking at?
Looking to brainstorm from Jace. 11 minutes to go. Kinsman at 36. Frenchie at 16. We all know who the fan favorite here is, but it doesn't look good for him.
Everybody we root for loses.
We have not had good luck. There's the Swords to Plowshares.
Response skill, Jace.
In response, kill Jace. Your boy.
My boy. I had somebody do that on a Chalice of the Void of mine. It was Espinoza. And I was just like, wait, what? I was like, oh yeah, that's counters on anything.
Your boy.
My boy.
Missed the
punted,
play.
Bro. That 2 life is nothing.
Unless this is the play.
Is this the move?
I don't know what the play is. Oh, there's the 2020.
This is okay.
I mean, this isn't end of turn though. This is main phase.
What does he have? Another Dark Depths?
He has the right of consumption.
Oh my god.
Counterspell, unfortunately, but he has the second right of consumption too.
Wow.
Oh, that would have been big.
There's
Yeah,
that Jace.
there's the scoop.
All right.
There's the handshake.
Kinsman 2-1.
Brian Kinsman 2.
Should we lock for top 8?
Frenchie 1. Still in contention.
Yep.
We will say that. Still in contention, but Frenchie has taken the L. We are going to wander around, see if we have any more feature matches, but with 10 minutes to go, probably not. Please hang out and look forward to round 5.